Planet, what's good? I'm gonna get straight into this. I'm not gonna talk directly about the whole Kwame Brown ordeal, but I will talk about the term Geechee. Now, Kwame Brown was a former number one NBA draft pick back in '01. He's been making headlines recently on all platforms of social media. He's on to some very good things. If you want to catch up with the whole experience with Kwame Brown, go to his channel, Kwame Brown Bust Life, link in the description box. I just love the fact that he's about action in the black community and he's about uniting everyone instead of focusing on the negative. I subscribe to his channel, but I would strongly advise you go check it out. Now on to the term Geechee. The Geechee people are descendants of slaves from West Africa. Their homeland, also known to some as Low Country, consists of about a 200-mile stretch from coastal South Carolina to Georgia, including the St. Simon's Islands. They're known for their rich culture, fine cuisines, their economy, architecture, agriculture, fertile lands, tropical weather, tourism, and so on. Like, they bring a lot of things to the table. These people also developed their own culture and language in the midst of slavery known as Gullah. Now, that's impressive. Post Civil War, many Geechee people were able to buy the same lands that they were once slaves on. They were able to buy that land as the former plantation owners fled and abandoned the land during the Civil War. One noteworthy fact is that the Gullah people were the first black group in the U.S. to attain widespread ownership of land. In all, they have historic communities, and they were able to figure out a way to maintain a good chunk of self, language, storytelling, dress, food. They were able to figure out a way to maintain this during times of severe oppression. So that alone is to be respected. Now let's get into what Kwame Brown means when he says, I'm Geechee, or you're messing with a Geechee. Because a lot of time when people bring malice his way, he says certain things, but then he comes to a point when he like, I'm Geechee, or you messing with a Geechee. Now I can't tell you exactly what it means because I'm not him, but based on my research, based on the people's history, based off the energy he gives off when he says this and the context in which he uses it, I interpret that he's basically saying, I have the blood, sweat, and tears of my ancestors. That little bullshit you bring in my way won't get to me. I have the wisdom of my ancestors. I see the little traps you try to set before you even set them. Yeah, we Geechee people have connected with the outside world, but I've retained my ideals, my values, my customs, and the culture of my people. I don't adhere to the program of the system. The machine doesn't control me. And the toys that you have to sway most of these sellouts, that doesn't entice me. I'm a grown masculine man. To me, it seems like he's saying, my people have endured hate, rape, oppression, miseducation. They've been stripped of their religion, language, identity. We survived 2-month-long voyages in the most unsanitary conditions on slave ships. Now, do you think I can't overcome some slander? You really think these threats are going to stop my flow? I'm a Geechee, so it's not a chance. Like, you can affect me with the negativity. You actually doing me a favor because when you send hate my way, you let me know I'm headed in the right direction because more dark energy is always bent on blocking this sunshine. Yet, I'm going to keep shining, right? So that's what I get what he's saying when he says, I'm Geechee or you messing with a Geechee. I'm looking through my third eye. So all of that deceit, that superficiality, that facade, that bravado, it's a nice blend of funny and sad because I see straight through you. X-ray vision, right? Now, on Kwame's channel, he drops many gems, but I just want to briefly focus on a couple. Number one, self-sufficiency in the black community. Why would we rely on the same people who have more of a history of hurting us than helping us, right? So I agree with that. The other point is restoring masculinity in a community. And I totally agree with that. It's like everything a man does that's masculine is viewed as toxic masculinity. And we need to get back past that because we need strong male leadership. We need that in the community. So being unapologetically masculine, we definitely need to bring that back because it's feminine to be jealous of another man. It's feminine to continuously talk bad about another man. We need men, men who are going to step in the forefront and be leaders and be pioneers and be exemplary examples for our youth. While we admire our ancestors, and rightfully so, they accomplished great feats, but they didn't fight, persevere, and attain more and more freedoms for us to sit around in a permanent stupor of admiration. Nah, they threw everything on the line, and they threw us an alley-oop, and it's up to us to finish. You know what I'm saying? So we have enough people as a whole to stop this cycle that we've been going through. We don't need anyone outside of ourselves. So let's stop placing so much emphasis on fame, sex, money, showboating, and all of the lower pleasures. Let's cycle our money in our community 7 to 10 times before it leaves. You know, that's how we build up wealth in our own community, buy our own products, stop running out and just going for the big name. Finally, while doing a little research on the term Geechee, it made me think, what do we want to be called? Are we okay with being black, or is something more suitable? Does something else describe us better? Or are we more comfortable with a different term or terms? I believe it's up for us to decide because we let other people define us for so long. Jesse Jackson popularized the term African American back in the 80s, even though it was around 100 years before that. But the point is, we don't have to be defined or called anything we don't want to be defined by other people. So maybe that's another serious conversation in the near future of what do we call ourselves, because words have power. So in short, we need to walk in accordance with truth. We need to put aside petty differences. We need to focus on priorities that will elevate us as a whole: finance, principles, education, self-education, family structure, purpose. If all of us band together and follow the script, the people on earth right now will be the group that institutes change. We don't need anyone outside of us, and we must take advantage of this opportunity right here in 2021. So God bless and everybody be safe.